Hi, it's Annette here, and today I have my bag of empties. It's not as full as it usually is, but it's quite full. I'm going to go through and show you. I love seeing other people's empties. I've not actually had the time to catch up with a lot of videos, so if I usually do come and watch videos, I will be coming for you soon, I promise. The first thing I have here is a spot treatment gel from Pharmacetis. They're really good. You pop it on, and now some spot treatment gels, I've got one that's good, but it leaves your skin like white, but this is clear, so you can pop it on and nobody can tell you've got it on. So it's really good if you wanted to put your makeup on or whatever, you can still use that. Oh, I just love the smell of this stuff. I know I'm so sad, but it's a Sure Men. Now that's one of Steve's empties. It's really good. He leaves it on the windowsill in the bathroom for me. Now, I bought these like last year or the year before. The Body Shop Kindness in Pairs shower gel. It smells amazing. I love the Body Shop. I've got a Body Shop haul coming up that I'll show you as well. Show finishing spray. I don't know where the lid is, but the lids for these things were so fancy. I think Lynn might have given me this because I know I got them a few times from Latest in Beauty, but they're just so fancy, but they're really expensive. But it was a nice finishing spray, slightly finer than a hairspray, but it was really nice. Vaseline Intensive Care. This has been kicking around for ages because I think it was in a bathroom cupboard and it had about that much left in it, and I thought I'm going to finish it up, trying to make space. I also found this when I was going through my stuff. It's the Umberto Giannini and it is the banana butter. So it's repair and restore leave-in conditioning styling butter for dry, frizzy and textured hair. Sometimes I would put this on after I'd washed my hair and conditioned it, and then rinse it off in the morning. It's if you're going to use it, don't use a lot because it might weigh your hair down, even though it says it's kind of non-greasy. But yeah, I love the smell as well. I wonder if you can smell. I love that brand. You still smell it. It smells amazing. It smells like foam banana sweeties. Some cotton pads from Lacura. So I do try and use reusable cleansing pads, but sometimes I use these if I'm using kind of like if I'm putting my toner or something, I'll put it on one of these cotton pads because the reusable ones kind of soak in too much. But I'll use the reusable ones to take off my makeup most days, unless I've done my makeup and then kind of taken it off not long afterwards. I use those to save kind of really bluter in the pads, which sounds a bit mad, I know. Sure Invisible deodorant. Now I forgot, right? Steve couldn't pick me one up from Aldi, so he picked up the Aldi one, which was fine. But I forgot all about like these having those invisible properties to it. So it says anti-white marks and yellow stains. So the one that I used from Aldi left all the white marks on my top. And also your deodorant is, you know, if you've got white tops and under the arms are yellow, that can be caused by your deodorant. It's not always caused by sweat and nasty stuff. It can be your deodorant. So this is the one I tend to go for, and it wasn't until I used the other deodorant I remembered what deodorants used to do. So I do love the Sure one. Naughty Moisture Boost conditioner with sweet almond and sunflower seed. This is kind of 97% natural, cruelty free, vegan friendly. They are quite expensive, but you can pick them up from TK Maxx every now and again. Somebody was selling them. Somebody was selling it online for really cheap, so I ordered that and a few other bits and pieces. And sometimes you would get them in Latest in Beauty as well. So my usual Wella Curls and Wave Mousse. This has been kicking around for ages. I think it was a dupe that Lacura did, but it's a pineapple face serum. I've got a couple of them and I'm currently using one at the moment, but I just love the packaging. I'm sure Joe Smith, you'll be able to remind me what that was kind of a dupe for. I remember the brand and it was so expensive, and they come out with all these kind of dupes. The Lacura Shave Foam, now this is for men, but I use it on my legs. men, women, I don't care. Does the same job, doesn't it? The Pixie Glow Tonic Toner, I really like this. I don't use it kind of every day, but I think you can use it every day. It's not as strong as some, but it is still quite strong. Oh, no, I love this stuff. It's Origin's Mega Mushroom Relief and Resilience Soothing Treatment Lotion. Now, I put this on after my toner and before my serum, but it just leaves my skin feeling so nice. What else have we got here? Simple Eye Makeup Remover. I can't remember, there was one that made my eyes sting, and I don't think it was this one, but it is quite good if you just want to take your makeup off and you want to use something that's not too harsh and you don't need to scrub. I tend to just use a cleanser. No, oh, this was kicking around for ages. This was Stevens, and I think he left it, so I finished it off. Paco Rabanne Ultraviolet Man. It does smell lovely, and the packaging's a bit different as well, isn't it? And that's the spray, that's where you spray it from there. I won't spray it at the camera. What else have we got here? Wisdom Fresh Effect Mint Burst Floss. This floss actually is minty when you're using it, so it's quite nice. I don't floss a lot. I tend to use the interdental brushes, but I do floss every now and again. I have the number 7 Beautiful Skin Melting Gel Cleanser. So this is for normal and dry skin. This was really good for taking off my makeup. It kind of works similarly to how, you know, your Elemis cleansing butter type balm things would work, but it wasn't as thick and it wasn't as greasy, but it did take your makeup off. But I did use that as step 1 and then a kind of cleanser afterwards to remove that greasy feeling that you sometimes get. Now, I think in one of my videos I was talking about Burnie Hot mouthwash. This, I think it's from Aldi, Cool Mint mouthwash, daily mouthwash. No, it was horrible. I did finish it because I thought, you know, I've bought it, so I'll finish it. But every time I used it, my mouth just burnt. It was just a horrible sensation. Yep, talking about interdental brushes, there's a pack here of 10 Wisdom interdental brushes. Now these ones have the plastic handles. I do try and buy the ones with the bamboo handles because I think they're more sustainable for the environment. Vaseline Healthy Plus bar of soap, total moisture, soy protein and oat extract, and Vaseline jelly. So that's quite nice. It's not got a strong fragrance. Not strong at all, but it doesn't go slimy, which I like. I recently got in, well, quite a while ago, started to use hand soap, but I do also leave a liquid soap out because I'm quite aware that people might not want to use hand soap that other people have been using if they come to visit or whatever. So I do leave a hand pump kind of soap as well, but I don't actually go through those that regularly, and I do tend to buy a bigger kind of container and decant it into that one. Minimal Eco Hair Conditioner Nourishing Coconut. I think I got this in a box or Latest in Beauty. It was quite difficult because you got to open this and pour it into your hands. 2, it was very watery, so a lot of it got wasted on me as well. And sometimes if I was having a lot of struggles and pain and problems with my hands, opening this wasn't ideal. I wouldn't use it again. It was too watery. And I did lose most of it when I was trying to put it on my hair because it just fell off my hands, which is not great. Oh, the Avant, I love this brand. Bryony's really good. She'll always tell me if she sees it somewhere. Pink Orchid Restoring Overnight Serum. So I always use a serum, although this week I've been terrible. Sometimes I'm just tired and I don't even wash my face, but I do try and take my makeup off earlier before I get too tired, but sometimes I can't be bothered. But I do use a serum. Most nights I do use a serum, but this week we've been busy and I've been really tired and I've been lazy. And I always use a serum at night when I do use it. Normally I do, but this week's been bad. But this was an overnight serum, so I was using that at night. So it did last quite a while actually. You only needed a little bit. But when you look at the prices of that stuff, it's ridiculous. So this is Kiehl's Facial Fuel Energizing Face Wash Gel Cleanser for Men. I don't know what makes it for men. Maybe the fact it was blue and they call it facial fuel. It's bizarre, isn't it? I suppose whatever attracts men to using it. But I think Stephen got this in a sample as a sample with something else he had bought, and he moved out recently and there was only like a little bit left in it, and I said, look, don't take all your kind of almost empty bottles. So I finished that. Yeah, it was fine. You know, I didn't feel particularly different because it was facial fuel for men, but it just had that kind of male fragrance to it, if that makes sense, you know, like that kind of lynxy smell. Oh, this was amazing. This Morphe lip crayon. And what colour was it? Can I tell the colour? IRL, which I think is in real life, isn't it? Now, this lasted ages, and once I stopped being able to turn it, I actually got in there with a lip pencil because it lasted forever on my lips, and unlike most matte lipsticks, it felt nice on my lips, but it lasted. So I would definitely be in the market for getting one of those, but I can't justify buying any more lipsticks. I also used this to the last. It's a L'Oreal kind of, it's not a lip gloss because it dried matte, but yeah, you can see I've kind of scraped the living daylights out of this. Love the colour. What else is there? A Nivea lip balm. I had quite dry patches here, which went really flaky. I can tend to get that in the winter, but it was like split and flaky and scabby looking and all red. And see, when you were trying to cover it up, I had to go in for a meeting, and I just felt it was like really obvious. But I slathered loads of that there at nights, and it helped calm it down. There's also this little Advanced Brightening UV Skin Defense Sun Cream Factor 50. I do try and remember and use that when I'm going out. And this is brilliant. W7 Just Tinted. Tinted moisturiser, but it gives a really good coverage. Now, I think I picked that up when I went, there was a store in Livingston, and I picked it up, and I managed to find another one online, and I've ordered it. It did last ages. You didn't need much. It kind of felt more like a BB cream than a tinted moisturiser. It just kind of gave me enough coverage. I don't like foundations that when you put them on, it's like you then have to put back all your features, if that makes sense. You know how some of them just completely cover your whole skin? I like something that's a bit more natural and light, so that's perfect. It's one of the best ones I've ever tried, and it was only like £4 or £5. So apologies for that. So yep, that's my empties. When I said there wasn't as much as usual, there's still quite a bit here, isn't there? So let me know what you've been using, if you've tried any of these products, and just to say thank you again for being here. I know I've not been filming very much in between, kind of working, sorting out the house. I've just been absolutely shattered. I've just had no energy to do anything at all. And a couple of weeks ago I was in Glasgow, so that was kind of like 2 trains. Didn't get back home till late. The following day I was having to travel up to Inverness, so that was an overnighter, and it just kind of wiped my whole week out as well. So I am going to try, I've got Steve bought this thing called a crimpet, and he bought 2 of them. So one of them is like you know, I'm filming. One of them is like you make toasties with it out of the Warburton's thins, and it seals it together, and then you can pop it in the toasty. The other one is you put your wrap in it, and then it kind of folds it over, and almost like a kind of pasty type thing. So I'm going to kind of experiment a little bit with those, and I'll show you kind of how I get on with them. But I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye, guys.